Hello friends, this is the Sun Woman. Thank you for joining me on my channel for your new moon readings for the new moon cycle in Capricorn. This reading is covering the period of January 17th through to February 15th. And the reading is for my Sagittarians, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Go ahead and click on the Book Now link in order to order your 6-month reading. My readings are not like any other readers that you may order readings from. I do prepare a 45 to 60 minute live reading for you in response to your questions and concerns. I also will provide you with 6-month transit forecasts. So I do a natal chart based on your personal information, and I will prepare a report for you that gives you the major transits that are going over your natal chart, so that you know when the best times are to make decisions, make moves, you know, what the celestial weather report is for you, and you know, that includes times when it's kind of better to hold back and wait for better weather. In addition to those two things, the third component is that I will give you 6 months of affirmations chosen specifically for you from Spirit in order to guide you through each of the months and give you some grounding and some focus, you know, an affirmation that you can use as a tool to keep you centered during each of the 6 months. That's why I call it Holistic Tarot, because I do answer your questions, but I also provide you with more than just a reading, all right, to cover the whole picture for you. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into the reading for my Sagittarian Sun and Moon and Rising. And I do apologize for the late upload. It's been a crazy few weeks since the beginning of the year, and I really am still catching up, but I did want to get these messages out to you in case they are helpful to you and in case they resonate with you. All right, so Sagittarius, I want to just focus for a second on the affirmation card that I chose here for you, and let's read that. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. Okay, so really, you know, it's coming up here next to the King of Wands reversed. So here you are, upside down, showing up in your reading, and the affirmation card is talking about, you know, feeling, trying to feel what's below the triggers. So something's going on with you. Somebody has triggered you, or some situation, I feel, has triggered you, you know, is triggering you this month. I actually feel like this is energy that may have just happened. So this may be happening as you're listening to this. You know, it is now and going forward, or, you know, or it just happened yesterday and now it's going forward for a few days. Because prior to this, you know, you have the Sun, and the Sun, which is the recent past, which would be the last few weeks to a month. I really feel like things have been going quite well. The Sun talks about, you know, positive energy, feeling good, feeling, you know, feeling happy, joyful situations, perhaps, you know, having reached some kind of accomplishment or sense of success, maybe, you know, great things happening as far as your relationship or your family situation, and just, you know, just a feeling of well-being. So I think, so there's been some development, event, or situation that you have been connected to in the recent past, that, you know, has been a source of happiness for you, which is really great, because, you know, I feel that you guys have been working really hard at whatever you're focused on, and whatever success you've received is a result of the work you've put in whatever area this is that we're talking about. Now, what's going on now? Well, let me see. We have the, we've got like a mixed bag here. So we have actually we have one Wands card. We have 2 Wands cards. So you, the King of Wands reversed, and the 7 of Wands at the end of the reading. We have the 8 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. So we have 2 wands, 2 cups, and we have the 9 of swords, 1 swords card, and the rest are major arcana. Talking about the sun, the emperor, and the moon card. So what's going on with you right now? Well, the emperor says that something's upside down, okay? Something, someone that you're dealing with, this could be sun sign, sun, moon, or rising sign Aries, or someone who has Aries strong in their chart. It could be a strong masculine energy that is around you. It could be a partner, whether you're male or female. It could be a boss. It could be a father figure. Whoever it is, as I said, a strong masculine energy. But for some reason, as opposed to the emperor coming up, you know, using that energy in a positive, uplifting way, the emperor is reversed. And so I feel like there's some block to the positive aspect of this emperor energy, and as a result, you may have someone who is acting very domineering towards you, who is maybe trying to, you know, force you to do something that you're not really, you know, that you don't really want to do. Perhaps this is someone who's trying to boss you around. You know, there might be some bullying going on. There may be some temper issues. You know, on the lower end of the spectrum, the person is, you know, a little bossy. On the worst side of it, you know, they're controlling. So hopefully, you know, if this resonates with you, you're only dealing with the lesser of those energies. But in any case, whatever you're dealing with, I do feel like it has you a little bit upside down, okay? Feeling off balance, feeling like you have to fight and defend yourself, perhaps, okay? For some of you, this might be a work situation. It might be someone that you were dealing with at work, a supervisor, or, you know, the owner or CEO, or someone who is in a position of power, who could be a manager, or, you know, again, has some big responsibilities. And they may be, as I said, trying to get you to do something, or maybe work more, or, you know, putting additional weight on your shoulders. And I feel like you're not with the program, okay? And I think it has a lot to do with the way that they are approaching you. Not necessarily the workload or what you're being asked to do, but it's kind of the way that they are, you know, speaking with you, communicating with you, dealing with you, that has you rubbed the wrong way. I feel like you want to walk away from this situation, and that you're thinking about it. You know, if this is an emotional situation, because we do have 2 cups cards, the 8 of cups reversed and the 9 of cups reversed, I think maybe you're going to, within the next week to 10 days, you may decide just to hold off. So, you know, whatever it is, it has you, you know, not feeling that good about this person, feeling a little bit like this person wants you under their thumb, and you may want to rebel. You may want to tell them off. You may have already done that. You know, you may want to tell them where they can go. But I feel that it's in your best interest right now to kind of wait a little bit before you make any final decisions or any impulsive decisions. And with the King of Wands reversed there, that's impulsive fire energy, okay? So you know, that is a potential side or downfall of my fire signs, that you know, you're very fiery, you're very passionate. You know, you are an initiator. You can really light that energy under people and in situations. But the flip side of that is you can lose your temper, and you can also want to kind of break free of a situation. You don't like being held back. You don't like being shackled. So it may be that this person is trying to kind of put chains on you and lock you down into a situation that you don't feel comfortable in, and that you're not, you know, comfortable being in. But the Eight of Cups says don't walk away yet, and this is the energy that is we're coming into, say, the next week to 10 days. The reason that I'm saying that is that for some reason here I feel like you need to hold on and stand your ground rather than walk away. And I do feel that you know, you are kind of being tested here to see what you're made of, kind of your mettle being tested. Why I don't feel that this is the best time right now for you to make an impulsive decision is because we are in eclipse season right now. We have a full moon eclipse on the 31st in the sign of Aquarius. That is a blue moon. Of course, it's the second full moon in the month, and it is a super moon and an eclipse. So eclipses tend to shake energy up, and kind of destabilize situations that, you know, people really don't know left from right, and they're being impulsive, and you know, the energy is in flux. It's not really settled. The moon is waxing and waxing and waxing, and the eclipse comes, and the eclipse can take you in a brand new direction, completely different than what you thought you would ever be in. The eclipse can also bring about change in a matter of weeks that may have normally taken months or even years to you know, to manifest or to, you know, to come to fruition. So while this new moon while this full moon energy is kind of out there in the ethers, I say wait until about 3 days after, so probably February 3rd, February 4th, before you make any written in stone, carved in stone decisions, okay? Because by that time I feel like the dust will have settled. You'll be a little less anxious and a little less anxiety, a little less stress. You will not be seeing things from such an emotional view. You'll have a better understanding. I think that whatever tension, pressure, or stress that was being put upon you, it's going to drop away. Okay, and what tells me that is the Nine of Swords reversed, which is the advice card. So the advice card is don't let your fears, anxieties get the better of you. Things are going to improve. Things are going to change. There's going to be a lessening of stress and difficulty. So you may want to hold off, because if you make impulsive decisions now, things may change with this eclipse, and then you'll wish that you had not, you know, told your boss off, or you know, ended your relationship, because there's going to be an improvement. Now, one of the issues is that I feel the person that you're dealing with may not be working from the most upfront and above board intentions. Okay, there may be information that they are holding from you, or they're keeping from you. Okay, and so I do feel like eventually that information is going to come out. It's going to come to light, and you are going to be in a better place after this full moon than you were before. The obstacle here is, well, it's interesting because you have the Nine of Cups reversed as the obstacle. And I feel as though with the Nine of Cups reversed, you feel that what you really want in this situation is not going to happen. Okay? You are feeling as though your wishes are not coming true. You're feeling as though, you know, you are not going to get what you deserve, or the accolades, or the love, or the attention. You know, the Nine of Cups also can talk about overindulging. So there may be overindulgence emotionally. You know, there may be too much emotion involved in this situation. It needs to be seen from a more rational perspective. I think that you need to wait until after this new moon, after this full moon eclipse period is over, because you may even find that you're in a better position after this eclipse, unstable eclipse period ends than you were before. Because don't forget, that sun is there. So whatever you have achieved, whatever you've done, whatever your successes are, no one can take that away from you. Okay, you've done that. Everybody knows what you're made of, what you're capable of. You know what you're capable of, because that sun energy really supports us and gives us, new life on some level, new energy. So don't let your dissatisfaction with whatever's happening right now make you make the wrong decisions, or make decisions without having the full picture. Okay, or don't let it allow you to become reactionary to whatever is happening, or whatever you may be dealing with right now. The Seven of Wands, which is at the end of the reading, which would cover that period before the next new moon. So say around the week before February 15th, within that week, I feel like you're going to be very happy that you stood your ground. Really kind of digging in, putting your foot down, letting people know, what you are willing to accept and what you're not willing to accept. And so once you do that, I feel that what's on the affirmation card, that's going to happen, that healing, which occurs when you give yourself permission to feel whatever feelings lie behind the triggers, or below the triggers. Think about it. What is it that may have triggered you about this situation? Is it that you have some insecurities that you're dealing with, or that you are not as confident as you kind of let people think you are? So you may need to explore that and reflect on those things. People can only pull us off of our focus and our balance if we allow them to. We're always in control of our own reactions. We can't control other people, but we can control how we react to others. So, do a little self-reflection about why you may be triggered by this person, what it is about them that that rubs you the wrong way, or what about this situation that makes you feel insecure, unstable. And you may come, to quite a revelation at the end of this period that is going to strengthen you and make you understand yourself better, and understand your motivations better, and understand what your true needs are. I think that that Nine of Cups, as I'm looking at this card, the Nine of Cups reversed with the moon reversed, for that also means to me that some of you may have kind of been accepting something that was less than what you should be accepting, kind of being so focused on your own successes that you're not really taking a look at, or you're not really focusing on maybe the negative things that are going on around you. You're kind of turning a blind eye. So if there is someone who is corrupt, or who is treating other people badly, or treating other people unfairly, maybe I don't want to say that it was your time, but what I would say is that if you have kind of turned a blind eye to someone being a bully, treating other people unfairly, overstepping their bounds, overstepping their overstepping what they should be doing, then maybe it's time to blow the whistle on this person. And maybe you are the person that is you know, that the universe wants to give that responsibility to. And so this may now be happening to you because, you know, it needs to be nipped in the bud, and you're the person who's coming out of that solar energy. So you know, there would be no reason. You're in a good position. You know who you are, and you know what your accomplishments are. Why would someone want to pick on you and treat you badly? Maybe it's because they just are that type of person, and they should not be in the position that they're in the first place. Okay, so it may have fallen in your lap, the responsibility to you know, let people know what's going on in your environment if it's something that's really not, you know, not up to snuff. Okay, so that is your reading. I hope that this message has resonated with you and it's been helpful to you. Definitely leave comments if this has been you know, something that that you're experiencing. I'd love to receive your comments. Thank you. I hope that you'll contact me for a private reading, and until then, I do wish you all good things, my Sagittarians. Love, peace, and joy, and I bid you namaste.